This is an overview of inSTREAM, the powerful, intelligent document processing platform. Here, we are specifically covering what the software has to offer you and your accounts payable department. We will provide a high-level account of how you can use inSTREAM to manage the entire invoice journey, from receiving invoices at the beginning of the workstream through to delivering those invoices to your end finance system and triggering the particular actions needed in between to complete the specific accounts payable process for your organization. This is the inSTREAM client. The purpose of the inSTREAM client is to teach inSTREAM how to find and extract data from the page. This process is called indexing. The client is made up of several panels. The panel on the left shows the list of documents waiting to be indexed, with the currently selected document highlighted. The panel on the bottom shows the list of pages within the current document, with the currently selected page highlighted. The largest central panel shows the contents of the currently selected page. The floating panel is called the dialog. This is the interface which is used to teach inSTREAM where to find relevant data on the page. It can also display additional data based on data point lookups and give the user access to a range of actions they can perform on a document. Lastly, there are buttons available on the toolbar at the top of the client which give the user easy access to popular functions such as hide show client, zoom in, zoom out, rotate document, and change indexing queue. Accounts payable invoices can be categorized in many different ways. One of the most important categorizations is PO versus non PO invoices. A PO invoice will have a purchase order number associated with it, which we would expect to find on the invoice itself. We can use this information to validate the invoice against the PO data and confirm the invoice is correct. Purchase orders are typically raised against known, reoccurring costs to a business and can include data such as item number, item description, quantity, price per unit, unit of measure, and more. Invoices validated against a PO will usually not require an approvals process. The invoice being displayed is a PO invoice. We can see it has a purchase order number stated and a delivery date, as well as line item quantities and prices. This invoice will not need approving. Non-PO invoices are typically raised against costs to a business which are not reoccurring. These costs might include items such as building leases, utilities, legal services, and more. We don't have a purchase order number to validate the invoice against, so a non-PO invoice would most likely be sent through to approvals. At the approval stage, the invoice will need to progress through an internal approval hierarchy until all relevant stakeholders have actioned their approval. The invoice being displayed is a non-PO invoice. We can see we have no PO number available and that there is additional tax information against the line items. This invoice will need to be sent to approval. inSTREAM is capable of receiving documents from many different sources, such as email, SFTP, and APIs. inSTREAM can interrogate and extract documents from email files, compressed files, encrypted files, and more. Here we will demonstrate how easy it is to email in a set of invoices. We have a set of 4 invoices. The first 2 invoices are PO invoices. The second 2 invoices are non-PO invoices. We will attach all 4 invoices to an email and send them through to inSTREAM. Each inSTREAM implementation will have a dedicated email address to receive documents to. Once the email is received, inSTREAM will immediately start onboarding the invoices. Indexing is the process by which we teach inSTREAM, and is done using the inSTREAM client. Indexing queues or filters allow us to define work queues within inSTREAM. For a given business, these queues can be divided up into any number of categories. Typically, this would be by invoice type, supplier country, or by process. Indexers can then be assigned to those queues. You can see here we have several queues available to us, with the number in brackets telling us how many documents there are to work on in each queue. Here we are looking at the PO invoice queue for the UK. We can see the dialog is already full of data. inSTREAM was able to recognise these invoices and extract the relevant information. Our role as an indexer is to confirm the information in the dialog. This is a simple task of tabbing through the fields on the dialog and analysing the prompts from inSTREAM. We start with the supplier fields. As we tab through the fields, inSTREAM may highlight part of the document. A blue highlight indicates inSTREAM is 100% confident it has found the right text. Simply tab out of the field to confirm this. Links will start appearing on the dialog to indicate that the indexer has confirmed the data. Where no highlight appears on the page, this indicates inSTREAM has retrieved the information from a data source other than the invoice. This includes manually typed values. These are not learned from. We then move on to the invoice data itself. All data that is indexed will improve and solidify inSTREAM's learning. When dealing with a PO number, inSTREAM can leverage off supplied reference data to validate it. Validation could be a simple check on the number existing, or it could be made more complex to check line item totals or other relevant data. In this instance, we are asking inSTREAM to simply check the PO number exists. Lastly, we have the line item table. Our line items have been successfully extracted, so we will click Save. This indicates we have finished indexing, and inSTREAM can now update its learning and move the document to the next stage. For the demo, PO invoices are sent to a completed document holding status. We will now move to the Non PO queue. Here we are in the Non PO invoice indexing queue for the UK. Exactly the same indexing process is used for non PO documents as PO documents, though the data may be slightly different. So here we expect invoice number, whereas on this legal fee notice, it's going to come in as case reference number. However, that's absolutely fine, and inSTREAM will still learn from that. And then as we get to the bottom of the dialog, we can see we've got these line items here. The line items have tax rates and amounts, which inSTREAM has correctly extracted. But also, inSTREAM has been able to assign a cost center to each line based on its description and a data lookup. Once again, we will click Save and the invoice will be learned from. For this demo, Non PO invoices will then be sent to approvals. All businesses have a need to categorize and segregate out workloads so that their processes are as efficient as possible. However, how a business chooses to categorize their documents and to what level is largely distinct to each business. inSTREAM provides a simple and effective means to manage your workload through work queues. These work queues allow you to divide up your workloads by whatever data points are available from your documents and in any order you specify. Here, we can see a simple hierarchy of queues split by process, then document category, then country. So long as we have been given access, we can choose to view documents from any level of this hierarchy. Work queues can be configured to however many categories your business requires, and to however many levels your business requires, giving you excellent control and ease of access to your documents. Once indexing has been completed on a document, inSTREAM will learn from that document. Using machine learning, inSTREAM will collate the data from previously indexed documents as well as the document itself. If inSTREAM is confident that it's extracted all the data from the document, then indexing can be skipped and it can be sent to straight-through processing without ever needing to see a human. Aside from teaching inSTREAM, once a document has passed through indexing, a whole range of business processes can be made available to the document. Processes such as document approval, categorization, file creation, data export, API interfacing, data encryption, and many other functions your business may require. Once inSTREAM has been taught your documents, it can cover almost any function your business may need to process them, saving you further time and money. Straight-through processing demonstrates the power of inSTREAM. As documents flow into the system, inSTREAM will extract the data with an applied confidence level. If inSTREAM's confidence is not sufficient, the document will pass to indexing to be checked by a human in the loop. Once inSTREAM has been taught to a high level of confidence, we no longer need a human to check the data. Acceptable confidence levels can be configured as a whole or tailored to individual vendors. Using STP, inSTREAM can onboard a document, extract the data, and deliver both the document and its data without any human intervention, bringing a whole new level of accuracy, efficiency, and autonomy to your business. There are business areas, such as accounts payable, where it is necessary for documents to be signed off by relevant stakeholders. inSTREAM provides a dedicated approvals process, whereby documents can be routed through a predefined hierarchy of approvers until each member of the hierarchy has actioned the document. In this demonstration, we have a hierarchy of 3 approvers. Scott has an approval level of 2,000. Josh has an approval level of 20,000. And Simon is the highest level, needing to approve any documents over 20,000 in value. A threshold can be set for auto-approval, where the document value is minimal. In this case, any documents under 200 will be automatically approved by the system and moved on. Scott has received an email notifying him he has an approval in his work queue. Here we can see the approval in his queue. He has immediate access to the relevant data points and can also view the original document. The value of this document is over 20,000, so it will need to be approved by the full hierarchy. We can leave a comment and approve the document. Now Josh has received a message. We can see the approval has been moved up the hierarchy to Josh's work queue, and he has the same actions available to him. Lastly, Simon has received a message. Simon actions his approval, and the document has completed its journey. At each stage of approvals, inSTREAM can email out notifications to let the relevant approvers know they have an action waiting for them, or that the document has completed its approval route. This document has now been successfully actioned through approvals, and is ready to have its data exported to a designated endpoint. inSTREAM Approvals provides a powerful yet simple functionality to ensure your documents have been authorized in the manner your business requires. In accounts payable, it is important to be able to pinpoint your documents at any moment. inSTREAM provides a simple and effective function called Document Search to allow you to find your documents quickly and easily. Here, you can choose from a predefined list of document data points and return all the relevant documents into a table. This could be a specific invoice or purchase order number lookup, or a more general list of documents between specific dates. Whatever the status of your documents, inSTREAM Document Search ensures you can find them with ease. Validation happens throughout the inSTREAM workflow. This could be checking the integrity of the uploaded files themselves, or checking all the relevant data points have been extracted. inSTREAM offers a suite of fully configurable validation rules to suit your business needs. These might be simple validation checks, such as ensuring the invoice totals match, through to more complicated lookups of purchase order numbers or other integral reference data. Validation rules will be applied during indexing to make sure an end user cannot submit invalid data. But they will also occur during straight-through processing, where the document will not be seen by an end user. In the case where a user is prevented from moving a document due to validation, inSTREAM offers query resolution and terminations as a means to fix the issue. However, it is more likely that the validation rules will highlight simple mistakes from the indexing process, allowing the end user to make quick adjustments and process the document. This ensures inSTREAM's learning is constantly being improved with precise information, and the data that inSTREAM delivers is correct. inSTREAM validation is an essential tool that keeps you in control of your documents. inSTREAM is capable of providing a wide range of business processes for your documents, such as PO matching, termination routing, invoice approval, and many more. Alongside these business processes, inSTREAM can provide a means to solve any problems which may occur: query resolution. Here, you have the ability to send a query email to a nominated recipient and park your document until a response is received to the query. You can see we have the option to choose from any number of predefined query reasons and resolvers, and once the necessary data is filled out, we can submit our query. All the resolver needs to do is respond to the email. Once a reply to the email is received, inSTREAM will move the document to a special query status where all the relevant information can be viewed. If the query is solved, the document can return to its normal flow through inSTREAM. If not, you have the option to send out further queries or terminate the document if needed. Query resolution is a powerful tool to keep your documents flowing through inSTREAM, but it can also help to highlight potential inefficiencies and bottlenecks, with big savings on time and money. inSTREAM Terminations provides an easily configurable rejection process to deal with invalid documents. When a document cannot be processed as normal, all an end user need do is choose a reason from the list, and if applicable, choose an email recipient for a notification. inSTREAM can be configured to return terminated documents straight to the vendor who supplied them, with the document attached, as well as any other documentation that may be required. Terminations can be set up to automatically reject documents that meet specific criteria, such as being flagged as a duplicate or having an unrecognized reference number, without the need for human intervention. inSTREAM Terminations is a simple and effective tool, and the predefined list of termination reasons allows a business to collect data on and analyze possible sources of inefficiency within their own processes. There are times during a document's journey that a business might want to hold off processing. This could be to await a further piece of information from another source, such as a goods received notice. inSTREAM can be configured to hold documents for a specified amount of time, or until a particular action has taken place. Once triggered, the document can resume its normal journey through the system. Holding can be set up to keep documents from being processed until additional third-party data has been received. The ability to hold on to documents like this ensures a smooth flow of documents through the system and prevents potential bottlenecks. The same document might be sent into a business more than once. Particularly in the case of accounts payable, it is important not to process these documents. inSTREAM will identify potential duplicate documents using available data points or by using a file hash check. inSTREAM can be configured to identify duplicates based on any data points against the document. Once a duplicate has been identified,
inSTREAM can be configured to automatically terminate the document and email a notification back to the sender. Or inSTREAM can route the documents to a special queue where a user has the ability to compare the current document against the document it has been matched to. This allows the user to decide whether the document needs terminating or whether another course of action is more applicable. inSTREAM duplicate check-in ensures you will never process the same document twice. inSTREAM offers a standard suite of reports and dashboards that allow you to analyze the performance of your documents through the system. The document processing dashboard provides you with daily statistics detailing where your documents are in the process. We can see summaries on which suppliers and business entities the documents belong to, as well as where the documents sit in the workflow. With these dashboards, we can drill down on any available elements, allowing us to focus in on individual companies, document types, or any available data points on the dashboard. Here, you can easily determine which suppliers and documents are excelling through the system, as well as determine individual potential issues. The document processing dashboard is a powerful tool, giving you immediate access to your data at all times. Straight-through processing has its own dashboard, giving you an oversight of inSTREAM's success in automating your document processing. SDP results are recorded against suppliers, and any failures through SDP will be identified with failure reasons. This data can be used to identify potential formatting issues with documents or missing data points, which can then be traced back to an individual supplier or document type. Many other reports and dashboards can be made available and tailored specifically to your company's needs. If there is data available, then inSTREAM can report on it. With these tools, you can identify both weaknesses and strengths, and this in turn gives you the ability to support and enhance your business processes to a high degree. To discuss your accounts payable intelligent automation needs and to learn more about inSTREAM, please contact Celoton at hello@celoton.com.